Hey guys, this is Brian. This is Yard Sale Trail 2012, episode 6. This is a picture of some items I found at last year's community sale where I live. It's got a ton of houses and it's coming up again this weekend. So I wanted to show you some of the things that I purchased last weekend before I go nuts and spend a bunch of money this weekend. So anyway, not a great weekend, but was able to pick up a few items, mostly Nintendo stuff. So first item here is a lot of Nintendo 64, PlayStation, and Dreamcast or Genesis items I picked up actually at an auction for $3, and I looked to get about 25 for those since I don't have cables or anything. Next up, I got a Nintendo 64 that I picked up for $10 along with some games you'll see in a second. It's in good shape. Everything works. It's missing the cover for the expansion pack, but regardless, I should be able to get between $20 and $25, I believe, for it. The two games I picked up were pretty good. They had a couple sports games, but I just left them behind. The first one was Pokemon Stadium 2. It's a good game. It should sell for probably about $15 to $20. Probably more like $15, but it was included in the $10. So I was, happy to find it. Also, I was able to pick up Conker's Bad Fur Day. This is more of an adult-themed game, and it sells for around $40. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. So I'll hope to get that for it. Altogether, I should get about $70 to $75 for the Nintendo 64 items and paid $10. So next up, I have a lot of garage door openers, remotes. This one here sells for about $20, and it's a universal remote. This next one here is also a universal remote. You can sync it with your whatever garage door opening you have, and it'll work. So a lot of people look for extra, ones that they can use for multiple cars and such. I've never actually sold universal ones before. I've always sold ones with names on them, but they usually sell for about $10 a piece. So I think I should be able to get at least $40 for the lot of 3, and I only paid $1. Usually people just are ready to get rid of them because they don't have the garage door anymore. So their loss, my gain. So anyway, okay. This is a lot. I paid $1 for Micro Machines military themed. A lot of guys use these for creating, your replicas, dioramas, type of thing for war. So, these I'll probably sell for about $10 at least. Next up, Miss Piggy from the Catherine's Collection. I looked this up. The thing that caught my attention on it, I usually don't buy dolls or anything, but it price tag on it said $160, and the lady was only offering $2, or only had $2 on it. So when I looked it up, it looked like it may sell for something. I talked her down to $1 because, as you'll see in the next picture, there was a chip on the ear. So, in the end, I don't know how much I'm really going to get for it. But I'll hope to get at least $20, hopefully a little bit more. But for $1, I was willing to take a chance on it. I was never a big Miss Piggy fan, but hopefully I'll get some money for it and get her out of my garage. So here we go. Next up, I paid $20 for a lot of Nintendo Game Boy stuff. This is the Game Boy Advance SP. I've sold it for $40 before, but I didn't have all these accessories with it. So I'm hoping to get $50 for the Game Boy Advance SP, plus these 4 games that came with it. So somewhere between $40 and $50 is probably what it'll sell for. I'll start it at $40 probably. It also came with a Game Boy Pocket and several of the old Game Boy games, which don't sell extremely well unless you have something really good. These are all just kids generic kind of games. So there was one Mario in there, so that should help. But I should probably get about around $20 for those. So for $20, I should get between $60 and $70. This is a game I picked up at the sale I got the Nintendo 64 from. I actually picked up a DS for my son who lost his. Bought it for $20 and I came with this game, which I'm just going to sell for probably about $10. This is a vintage Boy Scout radio. It came in the box. I got the schematics with it, and I put a 9-volt battery in it, and I turned it on and just got static and whatnot, and I realized there was no antenna, so that would probably make sense why. One like this sold for about $60 sealed, but I'm probably looking to get 10 or 20 for this one. So anyway, those are my finds. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope to hear from you soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Later.